Hello, welcome to ElectrifiedMotors channel, and in this special episode I have for you a Rivian R1S. You might be wondering how I got my hands on the Rivian R1S. Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet, so stay tuned until the end of this video. The main reason for this video is to show you differences between the Rivian R1T and the R1S. You can also compare the Rivian R1S to a Tesla Model X. However, the Tesla Model X and the Rivian R1S are really completely different cars. This Rivian, even though Tesla has 3 rows, has definitely more room than a Tesla does. Let me show you. First of all, this is my standard seat configuration. For me, I'm 6'3", and I have plenty of room for my knees and my legs. This is very comfortable, so I can probably move a little bit closer like this. It's still very comfortable. I can lift the steering wheel higher, and it's pretty good. Also wanted to show you, while you already here, the difference in the steering wheel stock. The difference between the R1T and R1S is that this button is divided in half. And of course, this is for the windshield wiper and to wash your windshield and rear window. So the bottom one's for rear window, the front one is for the rear for the front windshield wiper. And that is the difference when it comes to actual hardware buttons on these two cars. And now I didn't move the seat or anything. It still fits me. I'm gonna quickly get in so you see. There you go. Still the same configuration. Feel pretty comfortable with the headrest and the armrest when the door is closed, in perfect condition. And now let me show you the actual rear seat. So now the rear seat was slid over to the front. As you can see, it has a lot of room in the back, but I'm going to slide it just a little bit. There's a car seat there, so that space usually is taken by the car seat if you have little babies. And then let me show you. So this seat configuration, it's a little bit tight, but in this particular configuration I still should be able to sit in the back seat with this much room. If I close the door, my knee will be a little constrained, but if you have nobody sitting behind you, and keep in mind I'm 6'3", I can slide this seat back and then have plenty of room. And the floor, of course, is flat, so you can fit. So let's see if I can fit. Keep in mind I'm 6'3". Let's see if I can fit the rear seat here. It's not really that difficult, but I would suggest, if you have the R1S, to first slide the seat forward and then press this button here and make the opening a little bit bigger. As you can see now, the opening is it's not super convenient, but it's fine. So there you go. I'm gonna lift the passenger third row seat as well and show you, with the car seat and here, how we can fit. So there we go. I'm going to press the button, slide the third row, and I still have headroom even though I'm 6'3". So this car, maybe not for cross-country driving, but for I'll be comfortable here for an hour and a half, no problem. So this is a true 7-seater for 7 adults. In addition, in the rear armrest here, we have USB-C chargers and additional storage, which is really cool. Speakers mounted back here, vents, and the vents actually feel pretty strong. The vents are back here. The window for you to look outside is there, and of course the sunroof glass, which you can look outside and feel pretty spacious. Like, you don't feel confined at all. If you have 6 people riding in this car, you press the button here and you fold this opening. This will give you extra room for your legs. And in this way you can, another thing, I can slide this. You cannot slide the seat from back here, but if somebody is in the, you know, of course, in the sitting in the second row, they can slide it back. And if you have one person back here, then you can be really comfortable, you know, even if you're a big person, you can lean back and enjoy this third row, which I think is not bad for you know, for an SUV this size. Okay, let me show you now with all the third rows utilized. Let me show you how much space there is in the trunk. So like I said, we got all the 3 rows up, and this I believe is my favorite design of a tailgate. So instead of having a whole tailgate opening up, especially in a place like New York City where the space is limited, and sometimes you might park very close to another SUV or a van or a truck, this tailgate is very small and only half of it opens. And if you come closer, this enables you to you know, to pack and put stuff here without them you know, falling out when you open just the upper portion of it. Also, when you lift, you got additional storage, and underneath of this you can opt in for a deflated spare, or use this as more storage, and that's quite a lot of additional storage. What I've noticed that is really interesting, and then if you need to load the floor, you can press this button here, and this unlocks the tailgate and makes the floor easy to load. The length of this is about, I don't know, my elbow size. I don't know how much is that, but it's significant. It's not a lot, but it's also not, you know, not a very tiny space for the front. Actually, when I have a full-size stroller, I was able to fit this full-size stroller back here. Okay, so let me show you what happens when we fold both third row seats. And there are buttons here. There's a car seat there, so I cannot fold it. Let me just move the second row seat to the normal position. So if you do not have car seat and you just want to fold the seat flat, you press the button. You have enough space in the front, you can fold it. So now, as you can see, the floor, it's not fully flat, but this is the little trick. We have this little special step here, and you can lift this gate, and now under a little ramp, it is a fully flat floor. So now you might be thinking, can I use this for camping and put a full-size bed in here? Let's see. Yes, you can. So me, by being 6'3", I still fit here comfortably. So if you put a like little foam mattress or anything like that, it's pretty comfortable. Yeah, you can fit. You got lights, music, even a household outlet where you can plug in whatever you like to plug in, plus your regular lighter connection. And this is 1500 watt max. So if anything is higher than that, you're not going to connect your heavy duty Bitcoin miner or anything like that. But smaller, less powerful items you can connect. Yeah, so this is the whole thing when it comes to the differences of the just capacity. And now let me show you some really interesting things that I found that others might have missed. Let me show you another little interesting features that others might have missed when it comes to differences between the R1S and R1T. R1T has a camera in the, that's pointing to the bed of the truck, and that gives you the angle, the very interesting angle for the security system. So let me show you how it looks like in the R1S. When we go to the gear guard videos, you only have a camera from the front, the left mirror, right mirror, and the rear of the SUV. You don't really have anything else. Like the R1T has the camera from the bed of the truck, which is really useful. However, I noticed something very interesting. There is a camera located in this Rivian logo on the side of the truck. As you can see, that is a camera. Let's see if on the other side we have the same thing. I believe we also have a camera back here. Let me clean this, make sure. I don't know. It does look like a camera, but let me check the other side again. I don't know. That is a good question. It does look like a camera, right? Yeah, I've noticed that. But however, right now with the existing configuration, R1T will give you additional, gear guard coverage. When it comes to the front, or the front trunk of the car, it is identical to the R1T, which provides an amp, very significant storage in the front trunk. We can keep your cables, and then you have this additional cover for the front for the front trunk, so that storage is the same. And also keep in mind, R1T there's a button here to open and automatically close the front. And also we can keep in mind that R1T has the gear tunnel behind the second row, which gives you a lot of storage. And I think this will be it. This is the exact configuration of the wheels that I have on my truck, which are 22-inch sport tire configuration. That is identical. And what I've noticed is that the energy efficiency is a little bit worse on the R1S than it is on my R1T. Also, the range per Rivian is lesser than the truck, which is interesting. I'm not sure exactly why is that. And now, going back to your first initial questions, how did I get my R1S? Did I trade in my R1T for the R1S? Well, the answer is no. I had to put my R1T in service, and Rivian gave me this R1. I put my R1T in service, and Rivian gave me R1S, brand new R1S that just got delivered to the facility as a loaner vehicle. So, service from Rivian, 2 thumbs up. Amazing service, great treatment, and overall amazing experience when it comes to dealing with issues. You might ask why I put my Rivian in service. My air suspension was having issues where it wouldn't lower and raise from the touchscreen. Other than that, it's very cool that I was able to review and experience this SUV. At the end of the day, if you ask me which one do I like better, it all depends on your situation. If you have more than one kid in your family, so if you're a family of 4, I would go for the SUV and just more cabin space. If you don't have family of 4 and you don't need to move as many people as you need to fit in the SUV, I would go 100% with the truck, because the storage space and the flexibility of moving larger items, it's priceless. And these are absolutely identical when it comes to the driving feel. The only difference is R1S has a tighter turning radius. And this is all, folks. Thank you for watching, and always like and subscribe to my videos to get to more content.